Hi, I'm Amelia Kieras. I make all sorts of weird illustrated paper art, and this is my home studio. Come on in. So this is my studio. This is where I make all my work. It's cozy, but you know, it's got beautiful light, and there's a parade of neighborhood cats that go through the backyard every day, and lots of birds that I get to watch. So that's great. And I have this room packed full of all the equipment and supplies I need to make my work. The illustrations I make, they're inspired by my sort of childhood memories and things that I made up when I was a kid, and I have very vivid dreams. Sometimes they're very scary, and which is where some of the darkness comes into some of my pictures. And I also read a lot, so I have a big collection of folk tales and fairy tales and fantasy books with telepathic horses and all sorts of cool stories that have nothing to do with reality that I kind of seep into my brain, and it all comes out in this weird stuff. I went to photography school and figured out about halfway through that I liked messing around with pictures a lot more than I liked shooting them. So I started to shift my focus then to more like the post-production part, and I also started to scan in the weird doodles I was doing and build photo collages on top of them, and one thing led to another. Working with more layered things led to me wanting to make those layers stand out more through pop-up cards and the shadow boxes, and I also really got excited about the idea of mixing things up and different pieces all fitting together when you shift things around. Then I started to make the mix-up sets, which I really liked, putting these disparate things together that adds to the surrealness of it all, and I think it's a lot of fun to be able to play with pictures that way. It makes it a little more interactive. Here's a project that I really enjoyed making. This was my ABC book, and it has one long accordion, so you could display it, or you can collapse it up and then just flip through it like a regular book. And this is one that I got printed as a board book so that you could give it to a baby and it wouldn't immediately get destroyed. The handbound version is a little more delicate, but it's a little bit more fun too. This is a new ornament style that I started making for this year, and here's a couple of snow monster scenes that I thought would be really fun. And this ornament style is made completely out of paper, and then it's folded, and then I build those layers inside too. So it's been a lot of fun coming up with these. And I'm going to show you how I make one of my pop-up cards. First I start with a drawing, and I do a pencil drawing and then I ink it in. This is a drawing of a snowman dance party that I came up with for a holiday card. I thought that would be fun. Next I scan the drawing in with my trusty ancient scanner, and then I start to build the illustration on the computer. I make my illustrations using a collage of original photography and digital painting techniques, and I'm showing you here how I've built up the layers. And so it takes a lot of layers to make the final picture, but it's a fun way to work because you can really go back and change things and experiment with different ways to really blend it all together and make it look great. So after I finish the picture on the computer, then I print it out, and then I run it through my my digital cutting machine, which helps speed up the process so that I'm not getting carpal tunnel with the X-Acto knife all day long. And then once I have the cut file and I also print out the outside of the card too, so then to put the card together takes a couple steps. thanks so much for joining me on my studio tour. I hope everyone has a safe and very happy holiday time.